What up? Your brother Zoe Williams is in the building. Let me just say this really quickly. I'm very pleased for the 60 people who unsubscribed last week. I'm very pleased. You know what? Big Mama used to tell me, you should only kick it around people who want to kick it around you.
That's true.
That's all. Listen, you don't like being here? Here? You ain't got to be here.
You ain't got to be here.
Steady, are you ready?
Ooh.
Just get gone.
You remember that song? I think you better leave me alone. Get your bags and get the hell on.
Get the hell on.
'Cause
I don't want to leave, but I gotta go right now.
Come on. Hey.
I gotta go though.
Hey.
Hey. Anyway, Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, curator of the Zoe What Morning Show, back in the building. I need everybody to hit the like button, hit the share button. We're not going to spend a lot of time on the community empowerment today, other than just to run through it really quickly. You know, Jawisola.
Hey, Jawisola.
That's my brother. I respect that brother out of Nigeria. Because when I tell you that brother, his level of consistency is crazy in terms of, you know, how often he will pray with you. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That brother called every morning to pray with me. And listen, man, I'm a spiritualist by nature, right? The Kim Way LLC, thank you. What's good, fam? Thank you for that super chat. Thank you, brother. I'm a spiritualist by nature. Spirituality, you know, nature, all of that stuff means the world to me. And I respect all belief systems, and I respect all belief systems' devotion to prayer. And this brother right here, man, he is devoted to praying. If you need prayer, if you need to reconnect with African spirituality, if you want a broader and wider view of African spirituality, please call my friend Jawisola. All right, there's his WhatsApp number right down there. Or there it is, right there. Jawisola, that's his name. Snapchat, Jawisoul. Anthony Perry, thank you for that 5 spot. We appreciate it.
All right, AP.
But yeah, AP in the building. But please continue to reach out to this brother because he's a solid brother. Also, he is risen.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody who ordered He Is Risen from Saturday, your orders will be going out this Tuesday. Everybody who orders He Is Risen from today, your orders will be going out this Tuesday. I get a little frustrated with people because, I mean, I got one person wants a refund and they escalated it through PayPal. First off, I need you to be thorough about your address. A lot of people, I would say 99% of the issues I have is that people are giving me the wrong address. You have to understand something about Zoe Williams. I'm like a clock. I get up on a Tuesday and I start packaging the orders. I meticulously write down everybody's address. I pack up your order and I ship it out on a Wednesday. It's packed on Tuesday, so I can just grab them, put them in a bag, and go to the post office, right, on Wednesday. That's how it normally works. Okay? People hit me from 5 months ago. Hey, what happened to my 5 months ago? You want me to go find the tracking order or the tracking number from 5 months ago? Okay.
You done had that girl waiting that long?
Anyway, if you want He Is Risen, order it today, order it now. Because here's the thing, man. It's Christmas season and the post office be bananas. So I got to get there early to make sure your packages get shipped off. All right? So go to MrZoWhat.com. Do we have a testimonial?
Oh, we do have a testimonial this evening.
What is the testimonial?
Well, giving honor to Zoe and the
My.
risen on the roster.
Yes.
I would just like to take a moment to say I thank the He Is Risen because I had somebody test the thing out this past week, and one thing, ladies, if your man has trouble rising, he will rise. He will rise.
Rising to the top.
He will rise, and keep on rising again. It is a new day dawning. Oh, my God. When you try to go to sleep, the sun come right on back up again.
Today is a new day.
Oh, my. And I like to thank that He is, I like to thank that He is, on today. Oh, I had to pray for my back the next day, but it was all right. Hey.
Whoa.
My Lord.
Hey, listen, there's 86 people in here. Fucking shame. 70,000 subscribers. I guess only 86 got the notification, but only 27 of you guys hit the like button. The more likes, the more we get into the algorithm. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm telling you, I'm doing away with YouTube as I move forward. I promise you. I got big plans. I want to talk about them. I got big plans for the future, man. We got a lot of stuff happening, especially starting this New Year's Eve. Something really, really big is about to happen. I'm telling you, I'm tired of being YouTube dependent. We're going to kick this off coming into 2024. Something big is really going to happen. We got it lined up right now. You know, I just don't understand. Everybody in here should hit the like button. The like button is free. It doesn't cost you anything. Everyone in here, take the time, take a moment, and hit the like button. Also, I want to promote the mother of my two oldest children. Yesterday was my oldest son's birthday. New Williams. Very proud of my son, New. Very proud of New. He turned 27.
Yay!
Can you imagine? The brother turned 27. I'm very excited about him.
I mean, you old.
I want you guys to vote for her. Her name is Shatan, Shatone, Shatan Shepherd. She's currently in 4th place. Go to greatestbaker.com.
Yes.
And vote for her. You know, do me that solid. Go over there and vote for her, guys. Support her. All right? I want you guys to support her work. Many of you guys bought her stuff. Many of you guys bought her stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Many of y'all bought her cakes and all of that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I lying?
Oh, that's so good.
Sweet potato cakes and all types of confectionery delights. Many of you guys already supported her work. So I'm asking you guys to continue to do so. Can y'all do that for me?
Yeah.
Can y'all do that for me? Go over there and support Sister Shatan, her Shepherd Sweets. She's at, what is this? The Greatest Baker. I think that's what it's called. Ain't that what I said?
Yeah, you said the Greatest Baker.
All right, so go over there, support. Do that right now. Total Package Energy, go to totalpackageenergy.com. These are legacy brands that we promote over here because they've always stayed down with the program. That's why this is an 8-year running ad right here. They've always stayed down with the program. TotalPackageEnergy.com. Please continue to support TotalPackageEnergy.com. They have the B12, vitamin C, of course, and their legendary energy shot. Then, of course, you got Beal Sauce. If it ain't real, it ain't Beal. This is a legacy brand. They stay with us. They keep supporting us. We keep supporting them.
Oh, and shout out for anniversary. They had their anniversary.
Beal Sauce?
The Gunners are, him and his wife celebrated.
Nice. We appreciate that. Nice. We appreciate that. Beal Sauce. Support them. Yeah. If it ain't real, it ain't Beal.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
All right.
Did I promote everything?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, my books? Oh, I see you. Yeah. Go to my website, MrZoWhat.com. Support my books. Shrouded Lighthouse. There are no more holographic relationship books, so please don't order that again. I'm gonna make sure that the website reflects that. There are no more holographic, not in my possession anyway, holographic relationship books. And until I set it up for Amazon to take over and sell those books, they're going to be out of print. But you can still get the relationship dismount, how to stick the landing when exiting a toxic relationship. You can still get that book. You could definitely still get that book. So, yeah, on Amazon.com and multiple platforms. Platforms. And then, of course, exclusively on the ZoWhat, MrZoWhat.com website is the Shrouded Lighthouse. So if you want copies of the Shrouded Lighthouse, I'm urging you to purchase those now, because when you purchase the Shrouded Lighthouse from my website, MrZoWhat.com, I get that money instantaneously. We appreciate those who support it like that. Only 107 people in here. We definitely got to do something about YouTube, because this is crazy. Isn't it? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's.
How many minutes are we into this show?
We're good. 13, 15. Oh, 18. We've been like on.
All right, let's get up out of here. Let's move on. Let's move on. Are we ready to get into our stories?
Are we?
I think so.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Let's cover the first story. Are you ready?
I'm trying to figure out which one was the first one.
Kiki.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I feel for the young sister Kiki. Kiki Palmer claims life is unraveling at the seams amid custody battle with Darius Jackson. I'm sure that it is. I'm sure that it could feel that way. Kiki Palmer continues to give insight into her struggles amid domestic violence case and custody battle with ex-boyfriend Darius Jackson. The actress, who confessed to being ill-informed about unhealthy partnerships due to her realities, recently agreed to a court-ordered mediation with Jackson, resulting in the postponement of the domestic violence trial. Typically, in these cases where you got a mom and a dad, they typically try to go for the win-win for the benefit of the child. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you and this guy had a tumultuous relationship, but this is a child that is in its formative years. We want to make sure that the child has access to everybody, mom and dad. You know, typically mediation is for a win-win. Mediation steps in and gives, you know, that perspective, because lawyers are trained to just win, right? Lawyers are not trained to go for the tie. They're trained to win. They're not They're not settling with a tie, whereas mediation says you get some of this, you get some of what you want, everybody's happy, win-win. But just reading this, the mediation has postponed the domestic violence trial. Now, that's going to be a little different. Yeah, because domestic violence carries, I think, a $40,000 price tag. Keke Palmer pokes fun at her relationship challenge with humor. The mom of one recently cleared the narratives that she had a perfect life and her troubles were a PR move with a candid clip detailing her current mindset. Let's just listen. Let me just see. Hollywood is different.
Come on.
You know what Hollywood, and don't get it twisted. Instagram is part of Hollywood, right? Mm-hmm. Social media, threads, all this is part of Hollywood. What they want you to do is present the life you want. Not the life you have, but present the life you want. And you can do that on social media for sure. Social media allows you to present as if you got it all together. Hollywood wants you to present as if you got it all together. Again, they are marketing and promoting and packaging an image. Hollywood in and of itself is the personification of Young's mask. Everybody's wearing a mask. It's a masquerade. It's a ball. It's a party. Everybody masquerading. So it doesn't surprise me or shock me to hear that her life is unraveling at the seams amid the custody battle. Listen, this is par for the course. I'm here to tell you, everybody want the easy relationship. It's not going to be easy. Everybody got their challenges. Everybody has their issues. I keep telling you, everybody is a work in progress. So is Keke. So is her mama. So is her baby daddy. And if the baby is raised in this environment, so will the baby. Because who is the baby modeling? The dysfunctionality of those that are in its immediate environment. Primary caregivers. This is where our maladaptive attachment styles come from. There's only one healthy attachment style. It's called secure. The rest of them are maladaptive. They came from some kind of neglect, some kind of trauma, some kind of something fell through the crack. And if you're being raised by a work in progress, what I call a whip, something's going to fall through the crack. And whatever falls through the crack is going to affect the baby. It's going to affect the child. You understand? That's what it is. So she's not perfect, but I feel for her because she's going through it. And I suggest that she stays open, that she stays vulnerable, because there's a lot to learn from this particular situation that she's going through. So she has to be patient with herself. She has to give herself space. But oftentimes when we're in difficult relationships, we think we're the only ones that matter.
Of course.
But we're not. Listen, this is going to hurt to say. But if you're a good father, you consider how you treat the mother, right? Mm-hmm. If you're a good father, like.
If. Mm-hmm.
And listen, I'm not trying to come across as perfect. There have been times I wasn't a good father. Right? But I learned from it, and then I changed and became a great father. I didn't stay in bad daddy mode for long. The point that I'm making is it's vice versa. If you're a good mama, sometimes you put aside your beef with that father of your child so you can maintain the lanes of communication between the child and his dad. Sometimes people be so salty, pass down their grievance to the child, right? They want their child to be on their team. Don't do that. You're going to hurt the kid if you do that. And that's not the sign of a good mother, right? Fathers, same thing with dads. Don't pass your grievance with with the mother on to the children. That's none of their business. You understand? Mm-hmm. And this is a difficult line to walk. So that's what I have to say.
May I say something about it though? I heard. Okay, so this is the thing with is one thing with her is like she's very loud, but it's hard when you're loud to get, some things dramatic sometimes have to come to shut you up. Then if you're outgoing, there's something now all of a sudden you want to have privacy. It's I guess because she reminds me of someone that I know back home, and the craziest thing about that situation is that she wants dudes that are like they want people. I'm not there's no way for a guy to ever hit a female, whatever, to me in my book or whatever. But a lot of these females, a lot of them, they go looking for dudes that they have they have the big personalities, but they don't want a dude that's gonna, just a pushover or something like that. And then you get with these little toxic situations, and you think that stuff be cute till it's not. It's just like the little girl that be twerking at 2 years old. Then you mad because she on videos twerking on niggas at the club when she a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Some things be cute at first, but then it spirals out of control. So I just hope that, it seems like her mom and everybody kind of bring her in and she needs to deal with this kind of privately because it's really, really, it's not a good look. Back to you, Zoe.
I feel for her. She's a young woman. How old is she?
Kiki, I don't know. I think Kiki got to be in her early 30s or something. I think. I'm finna check.
Let me just tell you, life will show you better than
baby.
Better than anybody can tell you. Life will show you better than
30.
Anybody can tell you.
She's 30 and she's a Virgo. Yep. Sounds about right.
Let me put 30 in perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It's 10 years old 3 times.
Oh. You're not 30, you 310.
Do you know the human brain doesn't stop developing until you're 25? It takes 25 years for your human brain to fully develop. So a lot of people will be like, 30 is old. No, 30 is really young. And when you're successful in America, sometimes success in America is the worst thing that can happen to somebody.
Come on.
Because when you become successful, you think you understand. You think you know. Mm-hmm. You might know what you're doing in a certain area of life, but you may not know pervasively what you're doing. And winning in business is not the same as spiritually winning. Spiritual winning comes through battles like this that she's going through. This is how she's going to grow up spiritually. So like I said, I approach her with caution because, like I said, she's young and she's dealing with some lessons. And if she goes to therapy, and I would say double up on the therapy. It's not just therapy, but connect to a spiritual advisor of whatever belief system or whatever. Integrate the clinical with the spiritual so you can get a well-rounded understanding of self. It's not about blaming. We understand that the brother did what he did. He disrespectful, whatever. That's fine. We understand 2 wrongs, right? Mm-hmm. But this is about healing yourself in the presence of your child so your child could see that there is a comeback from the dysfunction.
Yeah. And a balanced healing process, because some people go extreme on, the spiritual side, like I did like hardcore, like I shut everything out. I cut everybody off and everything like that. Sometimes that's not healthy to do. It's good to have a balance.
What's our next topic?
I don't know. Her having box braids at an Elle magazine party. Never mind.
That's all right.
Okay. Let's see. The next story. What's next story you want to cover?
We got it, don't we?
I'm saying which one you want. Let's
Just
go
grab one.
here. Forever is Jada.
They going in on Jada.
Forever Jada.
Man, they going in on Jada. They going in. Woo, they going in. All right. Have you seen this article?
No, I have not seen this article, but I will pull it up and read it if you would like me to.
Please.
Oh, of course. My pleasure. Hi. Let's see here. This just in. No, I was joking. All right. Jada Pinkett Smith has said that she will, in quotation marks, will never leave, in quotation mark, her husband Will Smith, with her sharing that the incident at the Academy Awards last year made her realize that. Will, now 55, confronted comedian Chris Rock, now 58, at the awards ceremony in March last year. He stormed into the stage and slapped Chris, leading to a ban from the event for 10 years and an apology over the incident from Will. It came following a joke about Jada, now 52, with Chris having suggested that she looked like G.I. Jane. It was in reference to her shaved head, which she previously said was related to her hair loss due to alopecia. And I'm scrolling down. Jada, who's been married to Will, with whom she shares 2 children since 1997, spoke about the incident in an interview with the Daily Mail. She said, "I call it the holy slap. Now, because so many positive things came after it." What the hell? The actor suggested that the moments of the shit hitting the fan provided an opportunity to see where you really are. Jada went on to suggest that the high-profile incident last year gave her some clarity over her relationship with Will. She commented, after all those years trying to figure out if okay, all right.
Keep reading.
And keep reading. Yeah. All right. She commented, after all those years trying to figure out if I would leave Will's side, it took that slap for me to see I will never leave him. And then teased that it's unclear where their relationship would be now if that never had happened. It comes from, hey, little baby. It comes after Jada announced earlier this year that her and Will were separated at the time. She shared in an interview in October, ahead of her memoir, Worthy, being released, that they have been separated since 2016. She said at the time that they were still trying to figure out the situation. Back to you, Zoe.
Okay, so they still together.
They still together.
Look who that is. Weed juice.
Who's that nigga? Who's that nigga?
Hassan is back in the building. What up, man? Where your juices at? So we can promote your juices, man.
Well, you know what?
Look who showed up.
All right.
TTT in the thizzle.
I'm so happy that hadn't grew out. Jesus.
Why? You didn't like it how it looked?
Baby, it was just going through little infant stage, baby.
Well, that's how it works. You know?
I know.
And how's the business going, man?
The business is good, man.
That's good.
Complain, you know?
It's same website?
Same website, wejuice.com. You know?
Yes.
Everything's really about staying hydrated, though. So the stuff that keeps you hydrated is fruit. Water doesn't hydrate you because it has no electrolytes. And we all
Damn
know
it,
that.
water.
They tell us water doesn't
Water
have
has no electrolytes.
no.
Damn it, water.
And so you get the electrolytes come from fruits. You know, fruits like watermelons. Well, cucumber is the highest form of electrolytes. Then coconut. Then melons. Then mangoes. Those are the top fruits with the highest form of electrolytes, and that's the fruits you have.
Love it.
That's why the watermelon is like a superfood for the niggas. You know, so if you have watermelon with seeds in it, it gives you all this power and strength. That's all I drink is watermelon juice all day long. I don't really drink regular water anymore. Either have coconut water, watermelon juice, and have cucumbers.
Watermelon.
You know it is. You know how I do. So
He's back.
since
Watermelon.
That's that new shit.
But listen, all I did is just drink watermelon juice. Within a month, I start gaining muscle.
Really?
From just drinking water. I start doing not even do no weight training, nothing. Just doing lunges and stuff on the track. Within a month, I started lifting weight. People are like, hey, you lifting weights? I'm like, no. All I do is doing leg workouts, doing lunges, squats, and stuff on the track. And my legs just got big. So to me,
Sarah. I'm just saying. I was saying why his legs. You were just
like,
seeing an
that's
example.
all I was doing, leg work. I wasn't doing any upper body work, and I gained I went from 185 to like almost 200 pounds.
They blowing you up right now.
Well, they want to give me money.
What?
I ain't mad.
So,
My brother is back in the building. Weed Juice.
Yeah.
You already know what it is. Y'all support his brand. Go to his website. It's weedjuice.com, correct?
we live, we love, we juice.
We live, we love, we juice. Let me just say this real quick. That's the watermelon.
That's the watermelon.
Yeah. Back to the Jada Pinkett situation.
Oh, wait, we're going back on here.
And being with Will. Let me just say this. How many of you guys would leave?
What?
You Jada Pinkett, you Will Smith. How many of y'all would leave? Because I hear a lot of people saying Will is a simp and a wimp and all kind of stuff. How many of you guys would stay or go if you were married to Jada Pinkett?
I would have.
I know her, so she's cool.
After I got the ring from her.
Okay, we got firsthand. Talk to me.
I know her. She's actually a cool person. You know, her personality is what you see. She has that strong mind, and she acts like she knows everything. You know, but she's cool. She's actually a cool person. That's all I can say.
Based on your experience, she's a cool person.
The experience I have with her, but she acts like most people who think they're smarter than everybody. You know, that's all. That's what I got from her. But she seemed cool.
You know what's crazy? There is a clip. I think it's a video. We have to find it. It's on YouTube. But it is a clinical psychiatrist and therapist breaking down her book. And boy, did he went in. He was like, she's a narcissist. He went hard.
Oh, yeah, I believe that.
She's exactly like that.
She was like talking about different stories about the kid didn't want to go to school and maladaptive, wouldn't connect with the people. And she was like, oh, I praised his wisdom for being able to stand in his own truth. The psychiatrist was like, that's not normal. He never went back to school after that. Like, you expect him to grow up normal and regular, and you didn't allow him to socialize? Listen, and he was really trying to handle it without being disrespectful. But again, that's why I said sometimes in Hollywood, the worst thing that can happen to you is success. Mm-hmm. You get successful and you ain't healed really.
No shadow work.
The dude broke down the section where she was talking about entanglements. And he was like, you brought Will onto the red table and you opted not to tell us that y'all was already separated, but the red table is about the truth?
Yeah. I'm telling, like I said about Keke Palmer, I'm
they
telling you,
both
women
Virgo
like
now.
that, they look, she's a bald-headed Keke. That's what I'm saying. That it's the same thing. They go after dudes like that allow them to do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You got me rocking over here.
She's a bald-headed Kiki.
Yeah.
What? Why you do that?
I'm just saying.
But you're dealing with people that actors are dealing with self-esteem issues, to be honest.
Yes.
So you're not healed. So you got to deal with all that personalities type shit.
Yeah, when her hair fell out, all she played was villains after that. Bitch got on Gotham when her hair fell out.
She sure did.
Before then, she was on Hawthorne with a whole lace front. Then hair fell out. Villain. Let's put her in. Lower the lights.
Sarah is stupid.
Lower the lights, bitch.
Nah, I'm just. I'm urging and I'm warning. Don't believe in your Hollywood persona. And now Hollywood has crept into everybody's hand. Mm-hmm. IG is Hollywood. Facebook is Hollywood. Everybody want to present themselves as something complete. You're not complete until your shadow is integrated into your persona. That means we see the good and bad in you. This is why most people can't be in a relationship with a person, with another person. You know why? Because they're not in relationship with themselves. What the fuck does that mean? Your shadow has to be integrated into the person that everybody else sees. But most of us spend time pushing the shadow out of the picture so you can see this perfect image of who everybody thinks we are. You're not a whole person until the shadow and the persona are merged together. You know what that means? I've been saying this for over 20 years, dating girls, 25 years. I come into the relationship and I tell you I'm God and the devil.
What?
I'm God and the devil. I'm good and bad. I'm light and darkness. Please, the way I'm coming in, you might see me a certain kind of way. Please do not think that that is the only way I am. I tell them I got nuance. I'm nuanced. I got layers. There's a lot to me. It's not just, you understand what I'm saying? Mr. McGee, don't make me angry.
Yeah, your emotional
You
5
wouldn't
o'clock
like me when I
shadow
make-
is showing.
I'm just saying, you have to let people know, like, I'm working with this. There's a lot going on, and I don't want you to get caught up in what you like about me now, because you only like a piece. You only like a portion of the whole thing. That's like falling in love with the tip of the iceberg.
Just that tip.
You understand? Don't do that. You understand? So when we see Will and Jada like, oh, I mean, when you go back and you hear what she said about the August Alsina thing, oh, I wanted to heal somebody. In order to heal someone else, you cannot want for self. You can't, I think that went over some heads. In order to heal somebody else, you cannot want for self. You can't go into it with an agenda of this gonna make me feel good too. She said, I just wanted to feel good, while at the same time saying, I wanted to heal him. I wanted to help him.
But don't inner work comes from the person doing the work himself? Isn't there got to go inside to get the work?
So I'm not here to like tear them down. I'm not here to tell Will, listen, Will said that's his very best friend, and he said he ain't going nowhere. Okay. All right.
He should stay with
Listen,
her.
I'm not
They're
going to
friends.
judge. I'm not going to judge him. And I'm not going to disrespect him or her. They both.
Isn't monogamy a construct, though? isn't marriage a construct?
Let me tell you something, man. There's a lot of people out here fronting and lying.
Yeah.
Even the most sanctified, holy people be lying.
My
All
Lord.
the time.
I don't know, but the way
They be in contact with people you know.
Mm.
Oh, I'm cool. I'm in park. I'm not doing nothing. They be in contact with people you know.
No, but they look like something was sacrificed at their wedding. Like some blood was exchanged or something. They just look like mystic. Like that's the reason why they staying together because the universe will collide. You know, like some shit that we leave each other. That's how they act so dramatic with theirs.
So you're saying they're a show?
Are they a show? They're a whole show.
But
They're
we
a whole
buy
show.
into them.
Yeah, I mean. To me, Instagram is the new American Idol. You know what I'm saying? Your likes are your votes. So everybody voted. This is what we're watching this week.
What's the word?
Well, they say the book ain't selling. Can you pull your mic a little closer to you because they saying they can't hear you. But hey, it is what it is. We love this mess because we're a mess and we watch it. What's the next topic?
Take no mess.
Okay, so
They said we Marley.
y'all better leave my friend alone.
We Marley.
We Miley. All right, and next topic.
Oh.
And you can't see it right there, but it's coming. It's coming. Don't worry about it. It's right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's right there. It's
Oh,
coming.
yeah.
Nation.
It's coming. It's
So-
right. Don't worry about it. It's right there.
So of course, the prime effect. He got Colorado. Even though I told people they were gonna have a losing season because he still had a lot of
It's a sorry team.
yeah.
His line was sorry.
The line was sorry.
Trash.
But now he got the number one player again, O-line. I told people, I said, look, it's going to take him about 2 years.
It's gonna take 2 years because even the dude he just got, he's still
He's
a
still by
freshman.
himself.
Yeah.
Right.
They got some linemen.
They call you Shopper Drinks. What?
I see.
Oh.
I told you.
That was hilarious. I'm so
Shabba
sorry.
drinks.
Shopper Drinks?
Shabba.
You have won the caption contest for today.
Shabba drinks.
Oh, I'm sorry. Back to
But
you,
yo,
Zoe.
his coaching style, his persona, you know he's Leo, so you know he's going to shine. He's shining on him. And just that residual effect is bringing a bunch of revenue into Colorado. And you remember back in the 90s, Colorado used to be a beast.
Awesome.
They were like,
Oh, yeah.
and I think they won a national title in the 90s or 80s, like
They did.
89 or
They
something.
beat Notre
let me
Dame.
find
They
out.
beat Notre Dame. So
Notre Dame.
Colorado was something to talk about before. And they haven't been for quite some time. Now they got Prime. I think Prime was Sportsman of the Year or something.
Was he?
Sports Illustrated. Now let's get down to the nitty gritty. Look at that number, $113.2 million brought into the Colorado coffers, right? Hold on one second. Hold on. Jawi Sola. What up, Jawi? How you doing, Jawi? You good? Jawi Sola, did you know you calling me? I'm live on the air. I'm on radio right now. I'm live right now, brother.
Mm-hmm.
He said, join the live. We're together. I told you, man, Jawi Sola call. Call all the time. From Nigeria, like, what's happening? What's popping, homie? Where were we talking about? Oh yeah, 113.
They won one national championship in 1990.
It was 1990. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. That means we paid attention to them this year. Look at all that money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, the people did.
Do you know how mundane and boring your life is? I get people texting me like, the Cowboys beat the Eagles. Or, your team, the 49ers, y'all playing. I'll be in the chairman's lounge watching Lord of the Rings while the game is on. They'll be in there watching the game, biting their nails and frustrated, and it's entertainment.
Straight entertainment.
And it's designed to keep you distracted. Look at the hypocrisy. You really won't help your brother, but you'll help primetime because you think that's helping your brother.
Yes.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Don't even know.
If it come down to you digging in your pocket and say, here, brother, let me help you. Most of us won't do that. But I got to support Prime.
Hey, yeah, he need me. I got to suit up.
No, now I got to suit up. I got to sit down and watch the game.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not really finna get out there and put my hands in the soil and do some real work. What I got to do is go sit down and watch the game. I don't normally do this. I don't normally root against my team. But Prime is a black man. And I need to root for the brother. Who's getting the majority of the money that Prime is generating?
You know who's getting the money.
Yeah, Colorado getting
them Caucasians are getting that
money.
They're
getting a lot of money, but he's also getting a little bit because he's one of the only coaches in college football that when you buy their merchandise, you're buying his because his name is on the side too.
So he gets money off based on the merchandise. Mm-hmm. Cool. You're still supporting the white people.
That is correct.
You're still cheering for the system for us to only just play sports and be,
And like I said, I'm 100% with Prime's program because whether Prime is at Jackson State or he's at Colorado, he's invested in raising young men to be more than just football players.
Yeah.
So I'm 100% on board with that program. It don't matter, because you're going to get black kids that go to Colorado. Listen, there are a few black people in Colorado, a few.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I seen one of them.
And the people are cool. All the people out in Colorado are actually really nice. They're not.
Wait, in Boulder? Or are we talking about Colorado? Because
Boulder
is the only thing was hot before Colorado football was John Benet Ramsey. The story.
But that's what
they don't have a good history.
Colorado is white. The majority of black people you find in the Southeast. That's the majority. That's our population in the Southeast. Yep. Okay, that's where we at. You start coming out to the West, the Northwest. We're about 10% of the population. Okay, so you go to Colorado, that's white. Let's just be clear, that's white. Okay, no disrespect to Prime. He gonna teach those boys. He gonna raise them up. He gonna make men out of them. I'm 100% on board with that. However, I need to call our people's attention to the floor. Yes, it's supporting Prime to watch his games and watch him coach and be inspired by his coaching. Sure, but isn't there more we can do in our community? Isn't there more we could do for each other than the route of least resistance, watching a college football game? You do know that a part of that $113.2 million, I would say a significant part of it is us. All of Black America said, we watching Prime.
Shadori's standard shirts then sold out. You know what I'm saying? Like DJ Khaled and all of them, they have all these celebrities on Instagram. They're promoting. All of them are wearing Colorado stuff. So it's even boosting it even more. The great Jeff Brown said one time, the least always want the greatest.
The least always wants the greatest.
The poor always want.
I talked to Jeff Brown this weekend. Me and Jeff had a conversation, man. It was cool. I think it was Friday. Was it Friday? Thursday, Friday, one of them days, man. We had a good day, man. Speaking of that, I went to Baba Vegan. Let me.
You went to Baba Vegan?
Man, on Western. I'm sorry. Let me pull this up. It's a vegan spot, man. Can I tell you? These people had. Listen to what I'm about to tell you, man. Mm-hmm. These people had chickpea tuna fish.
Huh?
Chickpea.
Boy.
Guess it's not tuna.
Wow, you're going to make it sound real good. Why?
Boy. Here it is. What is this called? It's called Baba's Vegan Cafe. Baba's Vegan Cafe. Listen. Let me see if I can get this thing. It is... Yeah, it's South Central LA. It's on Western.
Is it safe to?
I can't see the picture. I'm trying to get the picture up. Let me see. Oh, here we go. 100% vegan soul food. 6619 Southwestern Ave, South Central LA. Baba's Vegan Cafe. Let me tell you something. I got a, what did I get? I got a cheeseburger.
Stop saying what you got. That's not what you got.
Look at this motherfucker right here.
You didn't get no cheeseburger. You got something that was like a cheeseburger.
Okay.
Hey, it was delicious. I got, look at this. This is the chickpea tuna fish.
Ooh.
All right, that looks kind of good.
Wow. It tastes like, it tastes like tuna fish.
It tastes like fish.
Mm-hmm.
This was their hot macaroni and cheese.
Okay.
And then I got these here, the fried okra. Well, that ain't fried okra. What is that? Cucumbers? Zucchini?
Zucchini.
There you go.
Say, y'all they could fry okra because that is some shit they
Zucchinis is right.
Yo, it was lit.
Wow. I think never mind. I'm not gonna do that. I just call it stud food. You know what I'm saying?
Stud food.
What?
Yeah.
Vegan food
because
is stud food?
You think it's meat, but it's not. You think you're getting meat. No, I gotta pee.
She said, "You think you're getting meat, but you're not." That's stupid.
She called vegan food stud food. You think you getting meat, but you not. That was brilliant. No, that was brilliant. I'm just saying, I'm not here to tear down anything Primetime is doing. I think Primetime is doing a great job with them kids. I just think we have so many distractions going on in our lives as Black people, especially with the world moving and progressing in the way that it is. Mm-hmm. I just think, man, collective cohesiveness has to be, the central focus on how we move forward. But again, I think we got to get over our issues with one another in order to do that.
You mean issues with ourselves?
I mean, I think it starts with us.
Mm-hmm.
I think it starts with us. Everybody's like, damn it, Sarah. Sarah jokes. You think you going home, but you really not. Y'all stupid. Oh, by the way, I need everybody, if you want your He Is Risen orders, please order them now. Please order them now, because tomorrow, let me just say this. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to be able to do no packing tomorrow. I'm going to do all my packing on Wednesday. Please Put your order in now. You have from now until Wednesday. All right? I would love for it's 300 people in here. If 300 people gave $2 right now, 300 gave $2 right now, you guys would affect the whole thing. The super chat is the little dollar sign at the bottom of the chat room. All right? That little dollar sign, can everybody put $2 in on that? Sarah, people are in here reeling from what you just said.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, it's true.
Said vegan is, what'd you say?
It's stud. It's like a stud. You know what I'm saying?
You think you're getting meat, but you're not.
Yeah, but
Wow.
sometimes, but it hit like it. You know what I'm saying?
It hit like
It hit like it.
But okay. But I thought it doesn't hit like it.
Huh?
But if it's not, then it doesn't hit like it, right?
Yeah,
Somebody
it
said,
don't
why
hit.
should-
That sometimes it's not that feeling. You feel what I'm saying?
Somebody said, why should Jackson State split the door with a head coach for a football game? Not like he owned the stadium or had a significant stake in the university. Coach Prime alleged he went to Jackson State. Let me just say this. I'm tired of people. You know, and if all the top players were to go to a HBCU, we would change it. That's how it was before.
Yeah.
Jerry Rice, HBCU. Shannon Sharp, HBCU. Most of the, back in the 80s and the 70s, where you think all of the players was coming from? HBCU. Okay? So, let me hit you this. Black people don't own HBCUs.
Sure don't. That's the whole point.
The states own HBCU. The majority of the states. Who started HBCUs? No disrespect. No disrespect. Who started it? White folk.
Same shit. It's the same shit.
Who started the NAACP?
Jews.
Jews people.
The
White folk.
The Caucasians.
And left colored in the description.
Mm-hmm. Little nice little colors.
NAACP. Listen, I just really want y'all to be aware of certain things that are transpiring. Why would you? I was talking to this brother the other day. He was using that same old trope. If they would go to the HBCUs, it would blow the HBCUs. No, it wouldn't. They don't have the same facilities. They don't have the same resources. They ain't got no money.
And it's done on purpose.
And they don't have no TV contracts. Mm-mm. They're not going to be seen. Well, you should allow the first few great ones to be the martyrs for the next ones to come. I said, so you going to ask a broke kid
Thank you.
who is banking on his athleticism and his skill set to get his family out the hood to become a martyr, a forgotten martyr, so other people can benefit from going to a HBCU? I said, no. I said, your idea would make more sense if you said, and for all the martyrs who made it possible for the HBC to blow up, we're going to come back for y'all.
Yeah.
And put bread in y'all pocket. Because if y'all didn't pave the way, the HBC, back to the HBCU movement wouldn't have made sense. So, go ahead.
But are the people getting paid in the HBC?
No.
So it's better for them to go where they're getting paid at right now.
Thank you.
Getting all that money. I mean, if, you know.
What is an NIL worth if you don't have a university to push out the brand that you just signed a deal for?
Yeah, and it's hard to spend the money on that when the dorms got mold in it, and the security is horrible. Y'all worried about everything else but that. I mean, I
did
want a
y'all
black
see
house
Bethune Cookman on the? They was on the news. The living situation.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. HBCUs reminds me of the South.
A lot of them are, yeah.
Listen to what I'm about to say, though. After the Civil War.
Reconstruction?
Reconstruction. Do you know Reconstruction? Listen. First off, the Civil War, what was homeboy's name? Ulysses S. Grant?
Yes, sir.
Destroyed the South.
Yeah.
Charles E. Lee.
He said, I'm just going to destroy it. And the South took decades to recover. You have to remember, before the Civil War, the South was still not as advanced as the North. The North had a different type of slavery. That slavery was called wage workers in big factories because they were saying, let's move towards industrialization, mechanization. We got machines and poor wage workers to run those machines. They're not skilled at anything. They're not an artisan. No. They can't build and craft a chair or a table, which takes a skill set. No, they push a button and they in there for long, hard hours. So the South would argue that the North wasn't too much different than they were. They were just saying, we got human bodies.
Yeah, we got uppity slaves up here.
We got and the North is like, wait a minute. Y'all got human beings, dumbass. They said, you got human beings too. Because in those factories, women were being raped.
Yeah.
Kids were working. Motherfuckers didn't have no unions back then. It was a dangerous place to be, and people weren't getting paid nothing. Oh, yeah, they both had their form of slavery, but they thought it was more technologically advanced than the South. The South didn't have railways. They weren't mechanized because their whole thing was cotton. We selling cotton to Europe. Our cotton is top shelf.
Top shelf.
Do you understand? This cotton this is blue magic cotton.
with no Egyptian.
It's not Egyptian. This is Caucasian cotton.
This Nigeria cotton is something. But that's
so you understand what I'm saying?
I look at
the HBCUs as the South. They're under-resourced. Under-resourced. Listen, it was 9 million people in the South. Versus 24 million in the North. This is when the Civil War was about to start. Do you know 3.25 million of the 9 million in the South were slaves? And the South told the slaves, you can't fight.
Run me my numbers. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
You niggas stay in the factories working on this goddamn cotton. Y'all, hey, we got this. HBCUs are underfunded. They're owned by the state. Do you understand? The analogy that I'm making is quite simple. Anybody could have came and changed the game, right? Anybody could have come and changed the game. How do you change the HBCU game so we're on the equal playing field as PWIs? You know how you do it? This is a real power move. I'm going to put it out there. Jay-Z, all these billionaires. Who else is a billionaire? Jay-Z. Kanye. Who else? Rihanna. Byron Allen. Oprah. Tyler. Y'all form a consortium and go to each state and buy the HBCUs.
They're not going to do that.
Come on, bro.
If you did that, they're going to kill you.
Magic Johnson.
Magic.
They're not doing that.
Form a consortium and make all HBCUs black owned. Then the argument of, okay, all you 5-star football, basketball players, whatever, go there.
Yep.
And then not only buy the HBCUs, but put the HBCUs on the same level.
Played against them. Against
Right?
the colleges.
As the PWIs. In other words, it ain't It ain't a hardship for a 5-star to say, you know what, I'm gonna go to Grand Prairie. What is it, Prairie?
Perry Grandview, whatever.
Prairie View A&M?
Yeah.
First of all, y'all not gonna, y'all ain't gonna, what Prairie View A&M University, shout out.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna go to Bethune-Cookman, for real.
TSU, baby.
Grambling State.
Who was I'm gonna go to Grambling State. I'm gonna go to Alcorn.
Yep.
I'm gonna go to Alabama State. I'm gonna go to Tuskegee.
But I think Jordan thought he was buying an HBCU when he bought that prison.
You stupid.
But do you see what I'm saying? That's a power move.
Yeah.
Right? Where you get all of these black billionaires and you purchase the educational institutions.
Yeah.
Somebody said, hey, TSU too.
TSU, yeah. Texas Southern University. Akillalah, yeah. That's where I went. Hey.
But does that make sense in terms of
Yeah, that makes sense. But
just saying go to a HBCU condemns a 5-star?
they're not getting paid their money.
Yeah, but well, a lot of times when you go to these HBCUs and you see the condition, it's almost like it's just a cotton field with a football team. That's what it's like. That's what it feels like. It's a plantation with a football team.
It's like the decimated South.
Thank you.
After the damn Civil War.
Yeah, exactly.
It was decimated. So we appreciate what our brother is doing in Boulder, Colorado. Michael Jordan didn't buy a prison.
I mean, he invested in a lot of prisons.
No, he didn't. That's
Yes,
a
he
white
did.
Michael Jordan.
Huh? Oh yeah, that's the white.
It's
Michael
not.
Jordan.
It's not the Michael Jordan who Air Jordan, Jeffrey Jordan.
Oh, that's what they have it out there like
No,
it is, but it's
a
not.
white man named
No,
Michael
that's what I'm
Jordan.
saying. I said, my bad. That's what,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
apologizing. It's okay.
No, I'm just saying. It's a white man named Michael Jordan. Did you know it's a white man named Michael Jackson?
Really?
Yeah.
The real one?
Yeah. Well,
It's a white man
Oh, no,
named Michael Jackson.
there's a football player on SC named Michael Jackson the third.
Yeah.
Michael
Yeah.
Jackson the third.
He on SC now?
He is, but he's leaving now. He's in the portal.
Oh, but there's a dude who I think there was a dude on Seattle named Michael Jackson.
Really?
Yeah.
And how about the crazier thing
Yeah,
is,
it is.
it's a white European bitch that is a Michael Jackson impersonator, and her name is Sarah Jackson. My name. Get that?
Oh wow.
You see the Mexican dude that looks just like Michael Jackson.
Oh yes.
Somebody said HBCUs sound like the educational equivalent of the projects. No, let's just get a little deeper. Let me just say this. One thing the HBCUs are gonna get right is education.
Huh?
The education the HBCUs be smarter than the Ivy League.
Absolutely. My debate team in college, we won international debate awards all over the country.
How would the
Howard, Hampton, Xavier, Dillard, they be crushing the Ivy League.
Texas Southern produces some of the majority of the top pharmacists in the whole country.
Is that
But watch this. See, history always gonna repeat it. Listen. Abraham Lincoln said, you know what? Fuck. The southern states have seceded. They're wayward brothers. We have to find a way to bring them back into the Union. Now, there has to be some kind of concession somewhere. See, the Civil War was about slavery. It was about preserving the Union, but really it turned into slavery got to end. Right? Look at the brilliant strategic move of Abraham Lincoln. The Emancipation Proclamation. We're going to free the slaves. Slaves escaping north got to join the armies of the North. Remember, the South didn't allow their slaves to join. Oh, by the way, there's still racism in the North.
Yeah.
Right? Peep game. The Emancipation Proclamation didn't end slavery in every state. You know why? There were certain slave states that were on the side of the Union, the North. So the Emancipation Proclamation didn't apply to those states. Missouri, that was a slave state. Oh, you remember? The United States was split in half between free states and slave states until they got over to the West Coast, to California. How the fuck? Because there was a certain parallel that ran through Missouri, 36 by 30 degrees, right? Anything above that, slave state. Anything below that, or anything above that, free state. Anything below that, slave state. Well, when you get to California, California runs the whole width of the length of the damn country. So what is it going to be? Half slave state and half free state? Listen, if you're paying attention to what's happening, that's what happens in education. We're going to keep a certain faction of y'all limited, bound, constricted. Abraham Lincoln dies. Some goofy takes his place. Forgot his name. Andrew somebody. They had the motherfucking
And he was a Jackson.
they had the motherfucking impeach his ass because he was a sympathizer to the South. He kept vetoing, right, the Congress, who was trying to progress the country forward past slavery by creating the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. The 13th Amendment just says you're free. Nobody gets to be enslaved. The 14th Amendment says you got rights. And then the 15th Amendment basically says you get to vote. But when they say you get to vote, they wasn't talking about everybody. They were just talking about men. So they trying to push the country forward. Somebody said Andrew what?
Oh, I think it was Andrew Johnson. Was it? Okay, hold on. Let me see.
His
I
last
be
name
having
was
to look
Johnson.
up stuff. I've been out of school for a long time.
Somebody said realistically, though
Andrew
slavery
Johnson.
was codified and institutionalized by the federal government, slavery was pervasive throughout America and protected. But Zoe, what does this have to do with black celebrity? Because you're a slave to attention.
Yep.
You're a slave to stimulation. You're a slave to the mask. What I'm trying to tell you is the same mode of operandi that they used is still in place regardless of the industry. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So you say, what does entertainment have to do? Have you ever read the book 40 Years? What is it? 40 Years a Slave? What is it?
For 12 years?
12 years.
No, not 12 Years a Slave. The
Okay.
book about the football industry.
Oh.
The $40 million slave.
Yeah.
Same concept. They're not changing nothing. Do you know when Lincoln's successor came into office, he made it so that the defeated generals and Confederates could get back into politics? And although the Emancipation Proclamation and all this other shit that came, they said, you know what? These black people, they can't be oppressed. They can't be fucked with. Let them go. 13th, 14th, 15th Amendment. Let them go. Let them live their lives. Lincoln's successor made it possible for black codes.
Oh.
And Lincoln had the U.S. Army in those defeated cities in the South, those defeated states. So when white intimidation tried to happen, you had the U.S. Army there going, you better leave these black people alone. We just freed them. Leave them the fuck alone. I don't like them no more than you like them, but leave them the fuck alone. That's the Constitution now. Leave him alone. Okay. Lincoln is murdered by a Southerner, John Wilkes Booth. Right? Murdered. Bow, get up out of here. His successor comes. He's a sympathizer to the South. His work brings back
The bullshit.
white supremacy because the defeated commanders and officers and Confederates were now able to get back into politics, and thus the rise of white supremacy.
He actually helped foil the planned assassination plots for Ulysses S. Grant and Secretary of State William Stewart. Like, he helped them, but it says also that in Johnson's mind, the issue of what to do with the defeated Southern states was simple: impose conditions upon their return to full standing, such as the irrevocable abolition of slavery, but do not impose black suffrage as a condition of the readmission. So basically, they can keep on keeping black people the same, but just let them be free.
But this is what I'm saying. Oh, things have changed. Things are different now. No, they're not. All you got to do is make it to a certain level. The black codes will show up. I just gave you a blueprint. If all the black billionaires said, you know what we gonna do? Do you know what we gonna do collectively? Do you know what we gonna do? We gonna buy up all the HBCUs. Would that not be seen as a threat? I'm just asking. Would that not be seen as a threat? Byron Allen, all these said, we're going to buy up the HBCUs. I'm talking about the black people who got it. The Jay-Z's, everybody. Let's all come together. A consortium of 200-300 black celebrities. Let's come together and purchase the HBCUs from the state. Would that not be a watershed moment in history?
Yeah.
See, if you want to see if white supremacy still exists, if you want to see if racism still exists, pick the wound. And how you pick the wound is coming together. Unity. That's how you pick the wound. You go out there and y'all do that and see what happens.
Because they don't care how many wing stops Rick Ross done by.
Somebody said, I don't think they would see it as a threat. A lot of people didn't think they would see what's my city that they bombed? Black Wall Street.
Tulsa. Well,
a lot of people didn't think that was a threat either.
They didn't?
No. Black people coming together? Black people coming together, black people working, black people doing, oh, really? Huh.
Until it was.
That's great.
See, your unity is a threat. I don't think y'all understand it. It is your unity that scares them over everything else.
Yeah,
Do you know that would put, listen to what I'm saying. All the black people that got something, buy into HBCUs, refurbish the facilities, that put them on par with a USC, that put them on par with an Alabama, that puts them.
Yeah.
Then all of the youngsters, the 5-star players, the 4-star players, the 3-star players start choosing HBCUs because now HBCUs look like Jordans.
Yeah.
They no longer look like pro kids.
Yeah.
They look like Jordans.
Okay. The Melage ones.
Do you understand? The Melage ones, they don't look like E-Tonics. Right? They don't look like Brooks. You understand? They start looking like Jordans.
Yeah.
What's that going to do to USC? What's that going to do to Alabama? What's that going to do to Auburn? What's that going to do to Kentucky?
They're not going to be there.
They're taking away our good niggers.
They're taking away all our hard laborers. Or laborers, they're carpetbaggers, they're scallywags.
Indentured servants.
But it's not going to work if we don't say, hey, what does HBCU stands for? What does that stand for?
Historically Black College University.
Let me go back to my point. You know why the HBCU's education is top shelf? Because they got the Divine Nine rooted in it.
Divine Nine.
The Divine Nine. The fraternities, the black fraternities and sororities.
Oh, because they keep the alumni strong?
No, listen.
I don't know. I didn't go to one of those.
In 1865, the black codes said this. Fuck, the South was mad. Fuck, we ain't got no slaves. God damn it, this is our whole way of life. God made it this way. Now you guys come in here with the Constitution and say it's different. God made slaves supposed to be slaves to us. We're superior.
Slaves supposed to be slaving.
Slaves supposed to be slaving. So what they do? Flip it. They come with the black codes. Right? The black codes is what ushers in Jim Crow. These motherfuckers start making rules for the slaves. You know what the rules was?
Go to church.
Hey, listen, pimp. You got to have a job. It's a crime if you don't have a job.
No loitering.
So you ain't got a job, guess what happened? You got to go to jail.
Oh.
And then they put you on the chain gang.
Free labor.
And then leash your ass back to the plantation that you used to be a slave.
Free labor.
Come on.
This is what the South was doing. I'm finna leash you back to the motherfucker that just freed you. So guess what? You was loitering.
Mm-hmm.
That's 10 years, buddy.
Yep. Now you going to the slavery temp agency.
This what they... Oh, you guys got the 15th Amendment too? Y'all can vote. No, you can't. Because the black codes were saying, you got to know how to read in order to vote, nigga.
Negroes.
And of course, it was illegal for them to read. Oh, you can read. Oh, really? Okay. Then you got to pay a poll tax. Wait, you ain't got no money. You a slave. You ain't even got a job. You can't pay no poll tax. Oh, wait, there's another provision. The grandfathered law. If your grandfather voted, then you could vote. Whether they could read or have any money or not. Now, you know your goddamn grandfather didn't vote. He was a slave, too. Y'all think these parameters aren't somehow still in place? Again, they're going to let you have the money because they know money doesn't necessarily equate to power. They're going to let you have the money.
Give me the money.
Here. Think about it. Music industry. Connected to the prisons. Because the label owners invest in privatized prisons. Well, we need product. Is that any different than the South talking about black people as property? That's no different. We need product. Who's the product? The little motherfuckers on the street who kill each other, who shut each other. They need a soundtrack that will keep them motivated.
Buzzy with the beat. Okay.
You can't. The frequency music is not enough to keep them motivated.
We listen.
Frequency music.
We need to keep that mind suppressed.
Yeah.
We need to keep that spirit suppressed so they could keep feeding our privatized prison with product. Who's the product? the number one imprisoned person on planet Earth, the black man.
Who is still a product.
So, in a way, to take it back to the good brother Dion, he's doing the best he can. And what is the best he can? Raise good men to stay out of trouble in this society. That's all he's doing.
Yep.
Go get your money.
And giving them money.
Go take care of your people. And walk the straight line and stay out of trouble. That's what we've been. Do you understand that that's a coping mechanism from slavery? Staying out of trouble means don't take no risk.
Yeah, don't take no risk.
But you're a businessman. Everybody take risks. In business, right? Everybody is taking some form of risk. Keep your head down. You shut your mouth. And you just float through there as unnoticed as you possibly can. And before they recognize, you got $200 million. But look what's been happening to Diddy.
Oh, take that.
Stupid.
Y'all remember when we did that show? And I told y'all, I said Diddy ain't doing nothing but mimicking the white moguls
Yeah, Clyde
that
Davis
he
boy.
saw.
Yeah, come on. You better wait.
The white moguls been doing what Diddy been doing for years.
100%.
Yes, they have.
So in the 90s, when Diddy got a fucking fade, a flat top fade, and he doing the dance, he had visions of being what? A mogul. And he became a mogul. And who did he model? He modeled other moguls. And when you see him at a certain level at the top, you realize this some different shit.
Yes. Visions of sugar plum fairies.
No, this some hey. This is some no, I'm talking about this is some different shit.
Come on.
When I worked for Madonna, the real boss behind the scenes, it wasn't Madonna. At that time, it wasn't Madonna. It was an Italian motherfucker by the name of Freddie DeMann. D-Man. D-E-M-A-N-N. Freddie DeMann. Now, for our mothers and fathers, he used to manage a group back in the 70s called Tavares. Tavares! Hey!
Hey!
Tavares!
My Lord.
You underdig? Used to manage somebody called Tavares. Guess who he winds up managing? Michael Jackson.
Oh.
Lionel Richie.
Oh.
Madonna.
Babyface.
I don't
Who
know.
else? What's that?
That's Macy Gray?
Macy Gray.
Oh, who is the sea queen on The Masked Singer? I know it is. Anyway, go ahead.
Right? He managed all of them.
I don't even the mask.
I think he used to manage Macy Gray. I'm not sure. But I'm definitely for sure. Michael Jackson, Lionel Richie, especially during the time that I worked there. Michael Jackson, Lionel Richie, and Madonna. At a certain level, them dudes is out of control balling and doing. Listen, I had to get comfortable around them. And it was hard because I was never comfortable. I come in there, play my little demo. Here, check this out. He listen and go, oh man, this makes my dick hard.
Wow. Hey. Hey.
That's what he said.
Man.
Make my dick hard.
Wow. It doesn't take much for him, I guess.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Different kind of folk up around them pots. Different kind of people. And I didn't see nothing compared to what I probably could have seen. One of the first things Madonna asked when she met me, do you want to go shopping?
This is when she had her old face, right?
This is when she had her old
She said
face.
old face.
I was 23 years old. And you could say I fucked off my opportunity at Maverick because I didn't hold my tongue. At 23, I was a different kind of nigga then. She was like, oh, you have big hands like a basketball player. I said, you mean like Dennis Rodman?
Oh,
My Lord.
damn.
I said that to her. You mean like Dennis Rodman? I seen the book. Shit, you pissed me off being with Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane made me mad. I seen Big Daddy Kane in the book. I said, damn, Kane. Fuck.
Can't be with Madonna.
I was reckless as hell back then. And then after my meeting with my group, and she did what she did and said what she said, which one of y'all are fucking him? He's the one that's going to get you your record deal. So which one of you or are all of you fucking him? He's going to get you the record deal. That's what she said to these girls.
Oh, wow.
To their face.
Who's him?
Paul Stewart. Where Paul Stewart at? He was their manager at the time. He was in that meeting. These girls go on.
Did they raise their hand?
No, they go on to be with the Roots. The Jazzy Fat Nasties was the group that I took in there. The hip hop version of En Vogue.
Oh, wow.
These girls go on to go sing, backup for the Roots. Which one of you guys are gonna fuck him? Or are all of you guys fucking him? That's what she said. That's what Madonna told them girls to their face. I said, Madonna, let them audition for you. This isn't an audition. I said, come on, they've been waiting for you for 3 hours. Don't do them like that. Come on now. Okay, all right. They sang, they destroyed, and she was like, okay, they're good. Okay, you guys can go back to Zoe's office. Go.
She's showing bitches.
What do you want to do? I want to sign them. We're Warner Brothers. Can we do this? We can get Babyface. We can get Jam and Lewis. We could get DJ Premier. I had a whole vision. We can merge them shits together and create a whole different vibe. This is when Neo Soul was brand new.
Oh.
You want to go? You want to go shopping? No, I don't want to go shopping. The fuck?
Could got some free stuff, man.
You must be used to me.
But listen,
spending.
I didn't say no. But you could feel a nigga. My energy, you remember me back. My energy was.
You know, it's parts of that.
Wow.
My whole energy was what?
No.
I had all types of how to eat to live, the Pale Man, Leviathan, 6. I had all these books out on my desk in Beverly Hills on Fairfax.
Right. Oh, I know this one.
The fuck? So we looking at Puff. Puff is in trouble because guess what? He was mimicking the debauchery that he saw in other moguls. I'm going to live like that. I'm going to live at that level. Okay. Look what's coming though. The boomerang effect is real than a motherfucker.
The problem was the coming. But do you think that he will face criminal charges, or do you think all of these are just going to be like civil lawsuits.
It depends on how high up the Illuminati ladder he is.
Yep.
I have my own theory. But did you hear Mace's freestyle about him?
Was that about him or her just freestyling?
Well, the things that were said were very ditty-ish.
She could have been talking about anybody.
Listen, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these black artists, no disrespect, and I don't really blame you, but a lot of y'all are like women who date dope dealers.
Ooh.
Oh.
Explain this.
Yeah, I did once when I was 19. Long
Let's not act like there ain't a lot of sisters that date criminal niggas and look the other way. No disrespect to Steve Harvey, but his wife did it.
Yeah.
The whole look the other way, the silent queen pen type. I don't know what he doing. Yes, the fuck you do.
Please let me testify.
Aren't they selling? They selling fruits though, man. These drugs is made from plants.
What I'm saying is,
They plant-based.
a lot of these artists, you heard it. Listen, everybody was saying Jaguar Wright was crazy.
Exactly.
They were saying that.
Now she's
They
the
were?
sanest thing out here.
No disrespect though, but a lot of artists, male artists as well, will take a deal from the devil knowing they're the devil.
Absolutely.
That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm using an analogy of what happens in the hood oftentimes. Sometimes our mothers know we doing dirt and will look the other way because we paying for shit. Look at Frank Lucas's mother. She knew, nigga, I didn't never ask you where all this shit came from.
Nothing.
She only got in his ass and slapped him at the end of the movie when the nigga about to go to jail. She said, I never asked where all this. I know you didn't. You looked the other way.
Yeah.
There's a lot of motherfuckers looking the other way.
I know the first hand.
And I'm telling you, there are artists that look the other way.
Yeah.
Y'all are like women who date the streets, but look the other way. So now you want to rap about it. I'm not saying that that's Mace. I'm just, now it's time to put the mixtape out. What
Got a song about it.
why the mixtape coming out now?
Drop it.
Do you see what I'm saying? Everything is set up. I can make an analogy for everything. That's boxing. Niggas ain't boxing the way they boxed before, which is, okay, Sugar Ray Leonard, fastest hands in the world, go fuck with old Stone Jaw Duran. You gotta fight him. Fuck, I'm a bitch if I don't fight him. Yeah, you a bitch. That's how it was back in the 80s. Okay, and you gotta fight Hagler. And you gotta fight Hearns. And you gotta... Now it's like I'm picking and choosing who the fuck I want to fight, and I need to make sure that nigga's style is complementary to my style. Back in the day, it was get your ass in the ring.
Okay.
Today is who are we fighting?
What we doing?
Did we sign off on this? Same shit in the music industry. Y'all know what y'all signing off on and what you not signing off on. Come on. I guess we'll just start rapping.
I'm just saying. It's. I think we make it easier to get on and stuff. Like I don't. Never mind.
Here's the thing. When you know a gang of shit about a dirty motherfucker, does that mean you were an accomplice? Because how you know so much? I remember that time when, do you know certain, listen, if you a motherfucking child care provider and that kid that you take care of comes into the crib with a scratch at your motherfucking daycare, do you know you are obligated to call CPS
Absolutely.
and say, this kid came in here with a whelp under on its back and a motherfucking little purple eye. You gotta say something. Now all of a sudden motherfuckers is saying something when niggas is in trouble. So that means you was quiet before the shit came out.
No, but they. Well, Jaguar and the bodyguard, they've been saying stuff for a minute.
But everybody been saying that's a crazy motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. But I don't. Okay, question, because I see on the big gossip things like the Shade Room, Baller Alert, and all that. When especially like when 50 Cent keeps on trolling Diddy, which I think is so amazing when he talks about surviving Diddy and have all the little things on there, because he's been saying too for years about Diddy. Anyway, people are like, why are we? I'm not going to be in support of bringing down another black man. Somebody that has been accused and actually settled out of court for some outrageous stuff like that. Why do black people still want to hold on to somebody like that as being a part of the culture and try to hold him up? I'm not going to hold you up and you're wrong like that. That's crazy. But people with less evidence against them, we have cut them off and canceled. Less shit.
But they're not their
for saying shit.
They're not their gods that they worship. That's why.
Oh, let's go even deeper.
That's
You
true.
got black people who will still be saying, oh, Michael Jackson is a pedophile.
Yeah.
You got black people saying that about Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is a pedophile.
When?
Irrespective
Of the court case.
of the court case.
Yeah.
And the fact that the motherfucker was followed by the goddamn FBI for 10, 11 years and they found nothing. There's black people saying Michael Jackson is a pedophile.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
But a little bit more reluctant to say that R. Kelly is.
That's totally true. Totally true. You done seen videos, but you be like, I don't know, because I still, when Step in the Name of Love come on, I gotta step, side to side. That nigga, I get it.
I just be like, oh, you just choosing your favorite.
Thank you.
It's called selective conformity.
Selective conformity.
Selective conformity.
So I don't understand. I don't understand.
Did Sony Music enact the black codes on Michael Jackson?
Absolutely.
Did they?
Who owns Michael Jackson's catalog right now?
Oh, right now.
Who owns it? His family don't own it?
No, these niggas sold it.
They sold it.
Why would they do that? White people been tell you every day, don't sell no real estate. Publishing is real estate in the music industry.
Yeah.
They sold his stuff?
It's like they didn't pay their taxes on their mama house and sold it.
They said the motherfucking property, that property was estimated at $40 billion when they started to open up the negotiations for it.
Huh? What?
The publishing, Sony ATV Publishing, Michael Jackson was 50% owner of it, man. They said the estimated value of that shit started at $40 billion. The family sold it for $795 million.
What?
Yeah,
That's
so
a deep
Jermaine
value.
can get
Why
some
would
old.
they do that?
Beijing.
They didn't even get $1 billion for it. And when I say they, I'm not talking about his family members individually.
Somebody else.
I'm talking about the estate.
Yeah. They for them. Okay.
Michael was at war with Sony. Y'all gonna sell his shit back to Sony?
Oh, the family don't like that they did that then. White people stick it together.
Only artist in the world that got to negotiate his goddamn publishing to put out an album or to make a video. Well, if we, how much do you want to do the Butterflies video for? Oh, $7 million. I want to turn into a butterfly and morph into some shit, a chrysalis and all this kind of. Well, it'll be $7 million. Well, we're not going to pay $7 million for that, Mike. But if you give us a piece of the publishing, Huh?
Wait, okay.
That's why we didn't get a Butterflies video. Tommy Mottola took the Butterflies album, the Invincible album, off of the international priorities list. You got the biggest international artist in the world in Michael Jackson, and you take him off of the international priorities list, which is the marketing and promotion of the album on a worldwide stage. Fuck out of here.
This is my childhood. That's what.
Give me the motherfucking publishing, Mike. That's where they was at.
Oh, they wanted his publishing.
They wanted his stake. And he wasn't even in business with Sony America, Sony Records.
Sony
He was
China.
in business with Sony Japan. They bosses. The fuck? Black Codes. Hey, who owns Prince's catalog right now?
Not him. Then they sell it too. Whenever you hear a lot of Prince music and movies and stuff, you know he don't own it.
The blouses.
And every time you go into a store, you hear his songs all the time now. Movies.
Yeah, y'all.
They said he wanted his soul. Lord Jesus.
I just took us on a history course just to let you know that the Black Codes ain't over.
No.
They're just more sophisticated. Go back and study history. You're going to see just how entrenched white supremacy was. Think about the concept of paternalism.
Isn't white supremacy like a religion itself still to this day?
Absolutely.
Like
when you get a motherfucker who think it was God ordained for you to be his property.
I mean,
And these motherfuckers are still the ruling class today.
people benefit from everything. They don't say shit. They see it and don't say shit.
Motherfucker, paternalism. You know, as a father figure, I feel that the slave needs my guidance.
Yes, it's not black.
As his master. If he had not my guidance, he would be out in the world, wayward. Who would feed the slave? Who would clothe the slave?
Feed the slave.
Who would hook the slave up with a piece of pussy from his own kind? I know I may sell him later on, but who would do that for him? But his father, his paternal master. Right? Yes, I am standing in the gap for God himself.
The gap.
God has provided me with him and him with me.
My Lord.
He makes my life easy. I make his life hard. That's how God wants it. Paternalism. All right, yo, we about to leave.
But what are we? What are niggas just sitting in? Are we the doggies sitting in the window? Like that? That's what they act like. We're just sitting complacent, and they go, "Oh, excuse me, how much is that nigga right there? You know, can you go get him for me and clean him up and bring him over? Yes, nice one." It's like we're on display or whatever for them, like to pick and choose like who to get, but. We also put ourselves out there through social media, through wanting to get these record deals, through wanting to get. Sexy Red even said the other day or whatever that she sold her soul for the bag and all that kind of stuff. You have people out here, even if they're joking or not, it just comes with a whole appearance that whites are still in some sort of seat of superiority.
If you lack self-love, what do you think's gonna happen? As a people, if you still lack self-love, what do you think's gonna happen? You have to go within. You have to go in self. Go inside. Do shadow work.
We got people who hate us that look just like us.
This is true.
Yeah, he right. Listen, that's it for the So What show today. We started early. Did we start early?
We started, around like 10:40.
Listen, everybody tune in to The Voice of Reason tonight on KBLA Talk 1580. Please support. KBLA Talk 1580. Please support. Go to wejuice.com. Always support my brother at wejuice.com. We appreciate Hassan for jumping in here today. Also, if you got some twos and fews that you can throw at Sister Sarah. Sarah, put up your Cash App so people can see that, because she makes the show
She makes
so
it great.
amazing. And then I'm asking everybody, if you want your He Is Risen, order it now so I can package it up, man, so I can just stay focused and package it up. Order it now. Also, purchase some of my books. Please do that. Man, they make great stocking stuffers. You know what I'm saying? You can give them out to different people that you know that may need some of the information that is contained within. The Shrouded Lighthouse is available on my website, MrZowhat.com. I hope you guys appreciated today's show. I hope it was somewhat enlightening. We appreciate everybody for tapping in. But if you can't do any of that, if you can't support anything that we put in front of you, at the very least, can you hit the super chat? The $ button down at the bottom of the chat. We're going to leave the show up for a little while so you guys can maybe drop a couple of coins on there as you leave the chat room. But like I said, it's 400 people in here. If everybody gave $1, $400 would be one of the best days we've had all year long. But give what you can. If you can give 2, 3, we call it the Twos and Fews crew. Don't forget, tonight, KBLA Talk 1580. Download your KBLA Talk 1580 app. I hope everybody can join me in there tonight. We have an amazing topic. I'm telling you, it's on fire. Download the KBLA Talk 1580 app. We appreciate everybody for tapping in. I'm Joe Williams. This has been the Zoe Morning Show. Deuces.
Deuces, homie.